Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I warmly welcome you all to the media brief at the conclusion of the Indian Ocean Rim Association meetings. As informed previously, kindly note that there will not be a question and answer session at the end of the brief. As we commence the media brief today afternoon, I now invite the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Sri Lanka, Honorable M.U.M. Ali Sabri, to take the floor. Over to you, sir.
Friends from the media, thank you for joining us today for the press briefing we are holding after a successful conclusion of the 23rd Council of Ministers of meeting of the Indian Ocean Rim Association, which is the highest decision-making body of the association. I'm joined at this press briefing by Honorable Dr. EAM Jaishankar, Minister of External Affairs of India, and we expect Honorable Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Bangladesh, to join us at any moment. Secretary General of IORA, Secretariat in Mauritius, Dr. Salman Al-Farisi, and Mrs. Aruni Vijayavardhana, Foreign Secretary, and Chair of the 25th meeting of the IORA Committee of Senior Officials, which concluded yesterday. The Indian Ocean Rim Association, which is better known by its abbreviation, IORA, is an intergovernmental organization established in 1997. It was the brainchild of late South African President Nelson Mandela, who envisaged an organization to bring together the coastal states bordering the Indian Ocean to promote regional cooperation and sustainable development. We are pleased that all member states and the dialogue partners were represented at the Committee of Senior Officials and the Council of Ministers meeting, and Sri Lanka was honored to welcome the ministers, Secretary General of IORA, and the senior officials from IORA Secretariat. We have now 23 member states and 11 dialogue partners. It was also a pleasure to welcome our newest dialogue partner, Saudi Arabia, which attended the IORA meeting for the first time in Colombo. In addition to the official program, the visiting ministers paid a courtesy call on His Excellency the President yesterday, and some of them are having bilateral meeting with Sri Lanka as well as among themselves. During our Council of Ministers meeting, we reviewed the progress of IORA Action Plan for 2022-2027 and identified new areas for collaboration. With the hosting of the IORA meeting in Colombo, Sri Lanka assumed the chairmanship of IORA from Bangladesh for the period 2023 to 25. Sri Lanka has selected strengthening regional architecture, reinforcing Indian Ocean identity as the theme for its chairmanship. I would like to inform you that this is the second time Sri Lanka has assumed chairmanship of IORA, having held the chairmanship 20 years ago in 2003 to 4. Friends, as you know, IORA has 23 member states and 11 dialogue partners who are diverse in terms of their level of economic development and capacity of technological advancement, representing a wide range of cultures, economies, and interest. Member states span from Africa, the Middle East, South Asia, Southeast Asia, and Australia, making it a truly global platform. Sri Lanka is proud to be a founding member of IORA. IORA's primary objectives are promoting peace, stability, and sustainable development in the Indian Ocean region. It seeks to enhance economic cooperation, trade, investment, and maritime security in the region. IORA is vital in addressing the unique challenges and opportunities presented by the Indian Ocean. With its diverse membership and wide-ranging objectives, it plays a crucial role in promoting regional stability and prosperity. IORA endeavors to achieve its objective through identifying 6 key priority areas and 2 cross-cutting areas. One of the IORA's key focus is the blue economy, recognizing the immense potential of the Indian Ocean for fisheries, aquaculture, renewable energy, and sustainable tourism. The organization also addresses climate change adaptation, disaster risk reduction, and women empowerment, making it a comprehensive platform for regional cooperation. Sri Lanka's chairmanship of IORA would provide an opportunity to bring important matters to the forefront of regional discussions. The country's leadership during its term would contribute to advancing cooperation and addressing common challenges amongst the member states of the Indian Ocean Rim Association. As the chair of IORA, we look forward to enhancing peace, stability, and harmony in the Indian Ocean by working with the partners near and far, particularly with the Troika, the past chair, our close neighbor, Bangladesh, and the incoming vice chair, who will assume the chairmanship after Sri Lanka's term, India. I wish to recall more than 50 years ago, Sri Lanka proposed that the Indian Ocean would remain as a zone of peace. Friends, Sri Lanka, as a member of the international community, attach a great deal of importance to multilateralism and believe that collective action and partnering with others is the way to resolve problems and address issues. Our approach is that diplomacy is the key to address difficult issues. During its chairmanship, Sri Lanka intends to carry out a comprehensive calendar of events covering various areas in consultation with our partners. We also contemplate hosting a summit of leaders of IORA member states next year, which we suggested at the senior official level meeting and which was adopted by the Council of Ministers. Colombo communique, which has been issued subsequent to the meeting of the CSOs and the ministers, I'm sure you have copies of that. It gives further details of what we have negotiated and discussed. Thank you for your attention, and may I now invite Honorable External Affairs Minister of India, Dr. EAM Jaishankar, to address you.
Thank you, Minister. Friends from the media, a very good afternoon to all of you. It's a great pleasure to be back in Colombo, at this time to attend the 23rd meeting of the Indian Ocean Rim Association, IORA, Council of Ministers, during which, as you heard, India has assumed the role of Vice Chair. Let me begin by congratulating Sri Lanka on assuming the chairship of IORA for the term 2023-25. I also express my appreciation to Bangladesh for its very able leadership of IORA as a chair in 2021-23. The three of us from this region now constitute the Troika, and I'm very confident that our traditional cooperation will surely serve IORA well in the coming days. Our common objective is to promote greater prosperity in the region and making Indian Ocean a free, open, and inclusive space based on the UN Convention on the Law of Seas, UNCLOS, as the constitution of the seas. We will continue to progress in that regard. India's commitment to the well-being and progress of nations of the Indian Ocean, including as first responder and a net security provider, is based on our neighborhood first policy, on the Sagar outlook, on our approach to the extended neighborhood as well. It also draws on our broader vision of an Indo-Pacific that is built on a rules-based international order, rule of law, sustainable and transparent infrastructure investment, freedom of navigation and overflight, and sincere respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity. At the initiative of India, IORA's outlook on the Indo-Pacific was adopted at the 22nd Council of Ministers meeting. We will again endeavor to give it practical shape in the days ahead. The Indian Ocean is not only a significant body of water, but also a crucial economic and strategic corridor, playing a key role in the development and prosperity of the nations around it and beyond it. India's message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or the world is one family, can act as a binding force for IORA member states. The IORA brings together 23 nations, including India, with a shared goal of harnessing the immense potential of this region for the benefit of all. India, with its extensive coastline, maritime interests, and historical ties, fully appreciates the importance of fostering collaboration and dialogue in the Indian Ocean. Our commitment to the IORA is deeply rooted in the principles of peaceful coexistence, shared prosperity, and regional collaboration. For member states to grow and prosper, development challenges must be continuously and effectively addressed. In particular, we should cooperate on various aspects of maritime economy, resources, connectivity, and security. We should be equally clear where the dangers are, be it in hidden agendas, in unviable projects, or unsustainable debt. Exchange of experiences, sharing of best practices, greater awareness, and deeper collaboration are part of the solutions. Responding to the key concerns of the Global South, highlighted through our G20 presidency, will further empower IORA. I particularly flag Nari Shakti, or woman-led development, the democratization of technology through digital public infrastructure, and Prime Minister Modi's vision of life or lifestyle for environment in this regard. I would also stress the importance of the International Solar Alliance and the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure in addressing the challenges that IORA member states face. India views IORA as a platform for promoting sustainable development, economic growth, and prosperity and stability in the region. As the Vice Chair of IORA, India will work on consolidating and streamlining efforts to promote cooperation in the realms of the 6 priority areas and the 2 cross-cutting themes of the IORA, with particular emphasis on maritime safety and security and the blue economy. We seek to engage our fellow member states and partners to develop mutually beneficial initiatives. As the Vice Chair of IORA, the apex regional body of this region, India will work towards further strengthening the regional identity and cooperation among IORA member states, dialogue partners, and specialized groups, and for the well-being and prosperity of the Indian Ocean community. Thank you for your attention. That was perfectly timed.
Very well timed. Thank you, Dr. EAM Jaishankar, for that update. Let me now invite the immediate past chair, Honorable Foreign Minister of Bangladesh, Dr. Momen, to address you.
Good afternoon. Esteemed Chair, Vice Chair, Secretary General of the IORA, distinguished colleagues and dear friends from the media. You are all aware that we have successfully concluded the 23rd Indian Ocean Dream Association Council of Ministers. I welcome the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka as the new chair and the Republic of India as the new vice chair of the association. They will steer IORA for the next 2 years under the theme Strengthening Regional Architecture, Reinforcing Indian Ocean Identity, which is very appropriate one in the present context. We have assured Sri Lanka our fullest support in discharging the chair's responsibilities and turn IORA into a vibrant and purpose-driven association and take IORA forward in the next 2 years. I take this opportunity to express our deep appreciation and gratitude for the excellent role Sri Lanka has played in the last 2 years during their vice chairmanship. I also register our sincere gratitude to United Arab Emirates for their contribution as a valued member of Troika. Bangladesh considers IORA as a very appropriate and competent platform to enhance understanding, cooperation, and collective action on a number of issues that are at the core of the member states. That had prompted Bangladesh remain a strong supporter of the IORA initiatives and commends its achievements over the last 25 years. This is the same reason Bangladesh has always made it a point to remain actively and constructively involved and engaged with IORA. During our chairmanship, we were able to finalize and implement a new salary scale, terms of reference positions, and ranks in the IORA Secretariat pay scale, and a comprehensive compensation plan for the locally employed staff of IORA Secretariat. Bangladesh championed the expansion of dialogue partners as well as mandating deeper engagement with them to foster an inclusive, peaceful, and prosperous Indian Ocean region. Bangladesh has also pushed forward, streamlining the Secretariat's financial management and lent unwavering support to implement e-office as the Secretariat to transform IORA into an effective, efficient, transparent, secure, and modern Secretariat. We also came up with the IORA's development initiative. Bangladesh, both as Vice Chair and Chair, was instrumental in drafting of the IORA's new action plan for 2022 through 2027 and in implementing that. We co-hosted the IORA search and rescue exercise in September 2022 in Chattogram in collaboration with Australia Maritime Safety Authority to assist the smooth implementation of Maritime Safety and Security Works Plan. As the chair of IORBF, Bangladesh hosted the first Business Leadership Summit in November 2022 in Dhaka and undertook a range of activities to reinvigorate the IORBF, IORA Business Forum. I have mentioned these only to underscore that we are committed to IORA, and we also commit to work closely with the incoming Chair Sri Lanka and Vice Chair India as a Troika member. Thank you all.
Thank you, Excellency. There is one more we would like to share with you, that today CSOs, that is the senior officials and the Council of Members, Ministers, endorsed the application of European Union to join as a member of the as a dialogue partner of IORA. So they will be given the status of a dialogue partner in very soon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anything, Secretary General?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much, Excellencies. I just would like, I don't have too much to add, but to congratulate to Sri Lanka and India as the founding members of the organization for coming back to the leadership of the IORA. And indeed, we would also like to express our sincere appreciation to Bangladesh for the leadership that he has shown during the chairmanship for the last period of leadership We work a lot with Bangladesh on many issues, on many strategic issues, and we can come up with some great solution on that. I think in the perspective of Secretariat, this event in Sri Lanka is considered as success. Firstly, in terms of the attendance, we are very great to know that all of the member state and dialogue partners are represented at the high level official. We have many full ministers, deputy ministers, and high-rank official from each of the member state and dialogue partners. To add some decision that we made, we appreciate Bangladesh, who will lead the review of our decision-making process in the CSO and COM, which will allow us to have a more strategic and interactive decision-making process among the member states. Secondly, we also appreciate and welcome that India will draw a roadmap of the implementation of the IORA Indo-Pacific outlook in the near future. The Secretariat indeed stand ready to help the new leadership, the Troika, to best possible way to address the issue faced by the organization as well as faced by the region. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
This brings us to the end of the media brief today. Honorable Ministers, Madam Foreign Secretary, Secretary General of the IORA, we thank you for your participation. And our friends of the media fraternity, thank you very much for taking the time to attend the media brief today. Kindly remain seated until the dignitaries leave the hall. Thank you. Good evening.